after this week, just 5 weeks remain here in the NFL Summer League. And the only reason we're still playing Summer League football is because the season got delayed for quite some time throughout the weeks. But how about this? The 4-0 Detroit Lions taking on the 3-1 Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams coming off a win. And without further ado, let's bring you coverage of this football game. We hope you're enjoying your Wednesday afternoon. Friday night will be a game from the UK. All the way overseas.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL.
Again, give us a sec because looks like the commentary's on. And we don't want them on because we are your commentator. How is that incorrect? Okay. So let's see. First, we gotta edit the depth chart, make sure we get the right QBs in the game. And then we can go there. Alright, so Jared Goff should be starting for the Lions. And Mason Rudolph would be starting. But actually, Dwayne Haskins is gonna be the starting quarterback this season. Alright, we are ready to go, and it looks like the Lions are going to kick this one away. They're the home team. They're wearing the black jerseys. Pittsburgh wearing the white. As we are underway, the last time the Lions played here, they kicked off the season. They played the Texans and beat them. Here's a good return. As the Pittsburgh Steelers are looking to not only hand the Lions their first loss of the season, but their first loss since 2019. The past 2 Summer League seasons, the Lions have went undefeated. So the Steelers would be stoked to give the Lions their first loss of the season and their first loss since 2019. Here's Haskins going to start. Just short pass. That's going to be almost intercepted.
Haskins pass. Intended for Vance McDonald. Incomplete. Brings up second
down and 10 now. Here's Haskins going to just hand this one off. On the ground, Samuel had some room to run, a rush for 16 yards.
Jalen Samuels. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Haskins looking for Eric Ebron. He's got him over the middle.
Eric Ebron. 16 more yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Haskins out of the pocket. Got to get rid of the ball. Wide open Washington. Down the field.
That's
inside the 10.
Pittsburgh Steeler.
That's a way to start the game for Pittsburgh.
At the 9-yard line.
Haskins looking. Eric Ebron caught. Touchdown.
Eric Ebron.
And what a start for Pittsburgh.
Steelers. Chris Boswell
on for the point after. Joshua Dobbs holding. The kick is good, so that makes it 7-0.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Lions nothing.
Here's Jamal Agnew on to return it for the Lions. Agnew, room to run. A good return all the way to the 36.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And some changes will be made to the depth chart again for the Lions. TJ Hawkinson will come in for some plays. Alright, here we go. Back to the game now. So, Goff and the Lions, 1st and 10 from their own 36 after the return. Goff fires. Pass is caught. Mohamed Sanu.
Mohamed Sanu. That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard
Lions,
line.
After the Steelers scored the touchdown to open up the game, Lions looking to answer. There's Deebo Samuel.
Deebo Samuel. That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 18. Goff looking, gonna fire, pass tipped, intercepted in the end zone.
Terrell Edmonds.
Edmonds with the pick.
Goff's pass.
Jared
Intercepted.
Goff throws an
The
interception.
Steelers take over 1st
And now
10
Steelers get the ball
at their
right
own
back in the
40-yard
fire over the
line.
middle, and that's gonna be incomplete, intended for Chase
Haskins'
Claypool.
pass, intended for Chase Claypool. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Haskins in trouble, gotta get out of the end zone. Fires before the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
Haskins on the keeper. Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
That's caught for a 1st down.
Deontay Johnson. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So, Steelers, we thought were going to struggle after getting the interception. Here they are, 1st and 10 from their own 27. Haskins out of the pocket. Got to get rid of it. He does.
Haskins on the keeper. Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
All right, here's Haskins. Oh, he's going to run it himself, and this is going to be a loss of 2.
Haskins on the keeper. The tackle made by Reggie Ragland. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
3rd down and 12. Open receiver. Intercepted. Not so open afterwards. A touchdown saving tackle by Coleman.
Pass.
Or no, not by Coleman.
Intercepted.
Whoever that was.
The Lions take over.
But that's intercepted, and the Lions take over. So both teams have thrown picks now. But the Lions are in a good spot. Goff throwing. Almost intercepted again.
Goff's pass Intended
What's
for
going on
Debo
with
Samuel.
Jared and company today?
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Goff to Swift. Swift stopped at the 7.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier. Cameron Hayward on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Going for Kittle. Incomplete. On 3rd down and 5, and
intended for George Kittle.
looks like they're going to go for the touchdown, which would make sense.
It's 4th down.
You got to at least get the 1st down. Swift didn't get it.
Goff's pass complete to DeAndre Swift.
Then the Steelers come up with another stop.
On downs.
And a rush for no gain there.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Oh! Fumble! Fumble, ball is out! That's a safety!
Result of the play.
It's your Steelers in their own end zone. And this is a whack score to start the game. No game in Summer League history has started 7-2. But the Lions, the fumble in the end zone, Steelers recover it, but it's in their own end zone, so it's a safety. The Lions get the ball right back with a shot to try to... And that's intercepted! What's going on with Detroit today?
Goff's pass intercepted.
The Lions are not showing that they're undefeated, and they might not be undefeated anymore after this game if they're not careful.
Number 30, James Conner, the ball carrier. Jalen Ramsey brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Haskins
32-yard line.
looking, sees an open man, and he caught it out of bounds. He was wide open too, so I'm not really sure why he didn't stay in bounds and make the catch. But instead, 3rd down and 7 after the interception now. Haskins looking, firing deep downfield. Will he get there in time? No, he won't.
Haskins
Incomplete.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete.
Well, both defenses are really showing up. The Steelers have gotten at least 3 turnovers from Goff. And the Lions defense forced a safety. Actually, I think he just lost it, but still. He just loses the ball. Steelers recover it in their own end zone. He's touched down in his own end zone. And that is a safety. Goff airs one out. Caught. Touchdown. Debo Samuel. And now the Lions have taken the lead by 1 with an opportunity to take it by 2.
The kicker on for the point after.
What a catch from Debo Samuel. And now the Lions lead it by 2.
Makes the score Lions 9, Steelers 7.
So the Steelers, they allow a big play, which resulted in a Lions touchdown. Now they're going to be looking to try to get back out in front.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Haskins going to keep it himself, and he's going to run out of bounds, but not before he gets the first.
Dwayne Haskins. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Haskins under pressure. Pass is picked by Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey.
The Lions have the Steelers frustrated right now
Intercepted.
after not starting the game so hot.
At their own 38-yard line.
That's caught by Samuel.
Goff's pass complete to
Each team
Debo
has
Samuel.
thrown 2
It's
interceptions.
a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Goff
4.
looking,
At
gonna
the
fire
45-yard
for Swift.
line.
Swift makes the catch. Swift hurdling, Swift deep into Pittsburgh territory.
DeAndre Swift. That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 32-yard
Goff looking,
line.
gonna fire a short pass, and he's knocked down.
Goff's pass complete to Kerryon Johnson.
Kerryon Johnson loses a yard.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Going for Swift. Swift stopped at the 26.
Goff's pass complete to DeAndre Swift. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Goff. Pass caught. Kittle.
George Kittle. That's good for a Lions.
One last play before the end of the first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Goff. Quick pass to Kittle. Kittle makes the catch. Kittle stopped a yard shy of the end zone, and that retires the first quarter. Both defenses were really out there in the first quarter, pulling off 2 turnovers for each team, as it's 9-7. Lions lead it by 2. After getting a 2 points for a safety, and then 6 for a deep touchdown to Deebo Samuel. And they're on the opponent 1, trying to score another touchdown here. Here's Jared Goff, gonna hand it off. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre Swift.
And now Pittsburgh is going to be down 16-7 if the Lions make the extra point. Which they do. 16-7 after being down 7-0, then 7-2.
Makes the score Lions 16, Steelers 7.
Steelers looking to hopefully get back in this game. These two teams met up in the Winter League Championship game. The Lions won it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
But look at this. The Steelers strike first. If they get a touchdown, it's within 2 again. And then they could kick a field goal to take the lead, as that is caught.
James Washington. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. First and 10 at the
Haskins
35-yard line.
looking, gonna fire over the middle. That's caught. Chase Claypool. And he got it. He got the first down.
Claypool. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's caught. Chase Claypool. Nobody around. And stopped at the opponent 1.
That's another Pittsburgh Steeler. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Haskins gonna hand this off. Connor didn't get there.
Number 30, James Conner, the ball carrier, brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Haskins gonna get sacked on 2nd and goal.
Christian Jones. Dwayne Haskins sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Haskins' pass intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete. Brings up.
They're gonna go for it.
Goal.
Eric Ebron makes the catch for the touchdown.
Eric Ebron.
Are they gonna go for 2?
Touchdown.
Or are they gonna
Steelers.
kick the extra point? Looks like they're gonna kick the extra point
On for the point after.
and make it a 2-point game again. And Boswell's kick is good, so it is a 2-point game now.
Good. Makes the score Lions 16, Steelers 14.
Boswell kicking back off to Detroit. 7:17 to go until the half. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Goff. Caught by George Kittle. Stopped shy of the yard to gain, though.
Pass complete to George Kittle. A gain of 9. Brings
Gain of
up
9 on the
2nd
play.
and
2nd
goal
down and 1 now
at
for
the
Detroit.
33-yard line.
Goff. Looking, gonna fire. Oh, that should have been intercepted.
Goff on the keeper. Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1. Here's Goff. Firing Deebo Samuel open, makes the catch.
Deebo Samuel. That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You gotta stop Jared Goff and company. Keep him out of the end zone. At least force him to a field goal.
Goff's pass. Complete to DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, because all of what you did on the last drive by scoring the touchdown would be for nothing at this point if you go down 2 scores again. Goff to Swift and stopped shy of the yard to gain. All right, 3rd down and 4. Force him to a field goal at the most.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Quick pass, Swift, and stopped for a loss of 3. So it's 4th and 6. It's going to be a 51-yard attempt for Wright.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
From 51 yards out. Here's Wright, and the kick is up, and it's good.
Good. Makes the score Lions 19, Steelers 14.
19-14. Steelers could go up by 2 with a touchdown. Still plenty of time to go until half. 4:27.
Ray McLeod on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their
1st
own
and 10 from their own
30.
30. Steelers looking to retake the lead. Flag on the play. That's going to be an illegal man downfield against the Steelers. So that's going to back them up. 1st and 15. Haskins. Looking downfield for Washington. Incomplete. Flag on the play. Pass interference on the defense. Automatic 1st down for Pittsburgh. And you know they don't want a field goal, but they'll take one if they need it to make it a 2-point game again. But you know, they're looking at it. They're like, let's make that a 2-point game. Let's take the lead.
James Conner, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard
Let's make that a 2-point game as we're taking the lead, not as
2nd and 5.
we are letting them score again because we kicked a field goal again. Ebron makes the catch, back on his feet, dropped at the 24.
Eric Ebron. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Can't count Dwayne out of this yet. Oh, incomplete. Intended for Washington.
Haskins pass. Intended for James Washington.
Look at this. They got the ball with 4:27 to go, and it has 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Washington turns around, makes the grab for the touchdown.
James Washington. Touchdown.
And I think you go for 2 here. That way you can't be,
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point
just so that
conversion.
way a field goal would tie it up and you're not going down on the scoreboard again with a field goal. There it is.
The 2-point conversion is
So it is a 3-point Pittsburgh
That
Steelers
makes the
lead
score Steelers 22.
as they retake the
Lions
lead here.
19.
And the Lions, even they have enough time to score now. Rather it be a field goal to tie or a touchdown to take the lead.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off, hands off to Swift. Swift. Nice rush there.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Devin Bush. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, Friday night we go to San
43-yard
Francisco to watch Green Bay take on the 49ers.
Deebo Samuel.
Then we got a bunch of games over the course of the weekend as we've reached the 2-minute warning here, and we're just going to get right back into it. Jared Goff and company in field goal range, but they're knocking on the door for the red zone. Kerryon Johnson makes the catch, brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Or not the line of scrimmage, the line to gain. After a gain of 3, so 2nd and 7 now. Goff just throwing some short passes here, don't want to make any mistakes.
Goff's pass, complete to DeAndre Swift. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Going end zone. Incomplete. He's out of... No, it is going to be 1st and goal at the 4.
That's good for a Lions.
It was not a touchdown, but he ran out of bounds at the 4. Goff, got to get rid of it, and he's brought down back at the 17. So 2nd and goal from the 17 now.
A loss of 14 on the play.
Swift gets it back inside the 10. Clock's ticking. I think they're going to run one more play at least. Yeah, at least one more play, and if it's not a touchdown, take the 3 points. That's going to be a touchdown.
Danny Amendola.
How about that?
Lions. The kicker on for the extra point.
And it's going to be a fake. And he couldn't stay in bounds to progress it.
On the fake extra point.
The Steelers got to get this into field goal range. They're on their own 35. With all 3 timeouts, 19 seconds to go until half. You got to get this in field goal range. You let the Lions score the touchdown. Washington couldn't make the catch, so 14 seconds now. And you're just trying to get something going downfield. Get into field goal range, call a timeout, kick the field goal, tie it going into half. 9 seconds.
Haskins on the keeper. Intended for James Washington. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
One second. On the 45, Boswell's got to kick a 62-yard field goal.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
1 second till halftime. This to tie it up. And he missed it.
Is no good.
And that is how halftime ends. A wild first half, and then the end, it ends with the Lions having the lead. So let's just talk about a few key moments in the game during this halftime report. So look at this. Haskins, 47.8 completion percentage, 223 yards, 3 TD passes. Jared Goff, 80.7 completion percentage, 283 yards, 2 touchdowns. And now we're going to go to the highlights. And the score at the half, by the way, is 22-25. Detroit has the lead. Alright. So let's get back into key moments of the game here. So, right here. Dwayne Haskins passing to Eric Ebron for 16 yards. Here's the pass. There's the catch. Knocked down. 8:53 to go in the first. Haskins' pass is going to be complete to James Washington for 31 yards. Look at this. Big play downfield here. Now we go 8:24. Haskins going to pass to Eric Ebron for a 9-yard touchdown. This would make the Steelers go up 7-0. 8:20 to go in the first. Jamal Agnew going to return it for 42 yards. And the only reason why we're showing you this is because it was a big return. $8:15. How about a 31-yard pass from Jared Goff to Mohamed Sanu? Big completion there. One-hand catch even. I thought for sure that was intercepted, but it wasn't. Now how about this? Going to pass to Deebo Samuel for 15 yards. Over the middle, too. And then Edmonds had another plan for Goff. He intercepted him right in the end zone as it was tipped. With 7:12 to go, 6:56 to go. Haskins going to pass to Johnson for 23 yards. This would get them out of their own end zone. 3rd and 12. Justin Coleman going to pick off Haskins with 5:45 to go in the first. Look at this. Just launches it. Boom. Intercepted. And Coleman would be stopped. 3rd and 5. 5:02 to go. Jared Goff going to throw an incomplete pass intended for George Kittle. And that was how that occurred. 4:27. Impact play. Whatever that means. Oh, that's where the Lions got their first points, and it would be 7-2 as the Steelers recovered it in their own end zone and it was fumbled. 4:14. Hayden's going to intercept Jared Goff. For those of you wanting to see that, watch number 23. Boom. So that was 7-2 at that point. 3rd and 7, 3:35. Haskins going to throw an incomplete pass intended for Johnson. And there it is. And he just never got it to him. 3:20. Goff going to pass to Deebo Samuel for a 60-yard TD. This would make the score 9-7. Lions would have the lead by 2. .237. Jalen Ramsey going to intercept Haskins here towards the end of the first. And that defended their 9-7 touchdown. DeAndre Swift going to get a 24-yard reception after a pass from Jared Goff. Hurdles, too, and then is brought down. 33 seconds. Goff is going to pass to George Kittle for 11 yards. And then 4 seconds. Jared Goff's going to pass to Kittle for 14 yards. He's going to be stopped at his own 1. Now we go into the second quarter. And these are the first half highlights, by the way. So, DeAndre Swift with 10 minutes to go until half. He's going to rush for a TD. That's going to make it 16-7. Then 9:54. Haskins going to pass to James Washington for 14 yards. Here's that play. You can't really see it if it's... There it is. 14-yard reception. 8:55. Haskins going to pass to Chase Claypool for 54 yards. And that is what they were hoping to get again, so they could get the field goal to tie it at half. But 2nd and 1 with 7:51 to go. Haskins going to get sacked for 6-yard loss. Right here, this is where he was trying to rush it, and then he got sacked. 7:23. Haskins incomplete pass intended for Johnson. And just wasn't able to get it there. However, 7:20. Going to pass to Eric Ebron for a 6-yard TD. This would make the score 16-14. Lions would still be in front by 2. But at least the Steelers are on the board. Now we go to 6:36 to go. Jared Goff going to pass to Deebo Samuel for 29 yards here. Big completion over the middle. And there it is. 5:04. Jared Goff going to pass to DeAndre Swift. He'll unfortunately lose 2 yards. 3:40. Haskins going to pass to Eric Ebron for 16 yards. Nice catch by Ebron. And look at that. Stayed on his feet and then was brought down. 3:04. Haskins going to pass to James Washington for a 24-yard TD. This would make it 20-16. Then Haskins gonna pass to Chase Claypool for the 2-point conversion. That'd make it 22-16. Jared Goff gonna wait. With 2:26 to go, 2nd and 2. Jared Goff gonna pass to Deebo Samuel for 33 yards over the middle. There it is. A minute 13, gonna pass to Jared Goff's gonna pass to Mohamed Sanu for some yardage here. And that is where he did not get into the end zone. Jared Goff gonna get sacked for a loss. And then here's Danny Amendola for a 9-yard TD. This would make it 25-22 because the Lions did kick a field goal at some point in the second half. That made it 22-19. Then it was 25-22. 19 seconds. Onside kick's going to be recovered by Pitt. The Lions did it intentionally. And it still went way back in the field. James Washington going to make a catch for 20 yards. And they needed more than just that. As with 1 second, Chris Boswell going to miss a 62-yard field goal. Here it is. And it's just not even there. Let's see if we can get a slow motion view of it. It just needed to go up more. As it never even had the chance. And those are your first half highlights. And now without further ado, let's bring you the second half of the game. So the Lions kicked off to start the second half. They're going to receive the second half kickoff as the Steelers are going to kick. Here's Boswell back underway from Mexico. We hope you enjoyed our halftime report there. Lions have a 3-point lead, looking to stretch it out as here's the return. Returns it to his own 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Short pass, almost intercepted.
Goff's pass, intended for George Kittle, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And I forgot that Friday's game will actually be played in London, not at Levi's, but the 49ers will be the home team.
Complete to DeAndre Swift.
So the Packers and 49ers are in London on Friday night for Friday Night Lights. Under pressure, pass caught, Deebo Samuel, nobody around, touchdown.
Deebo Samuel.
Now it's going to be a 10-point Lions lead if they make the extra points. 32-22 now.
His kick is good. Makes the score Lions 32, Steelers 22.
All right, so Lions give up the Steelers give up an early touchdown just like the Lions did in the first half. Now the Lions made a comeback and had the lead at half. Could the Steelers make a comeback and win it?
Ray McLeod on the return.
Or at least get the lead back for their third time tonight. Remember, they've retaken the lead once after having it once, so this would be their 3rd time having the lead if they can make the comeback happen. Incomplete intended for Chase Claypool. Here's Haskins on 2nd and 10.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Haskins looking, fires, pass caught, Chase Claypool, 1st down.
Chase Claypool. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Haskins gets out of the pocket, and the pass is almost caught by Chase Claypool, but dropped. 2nd and 10.
Number 38, Jalen Samuels, the ball carrier. Jamie Collins makes the tackle.
And got rid of it before he was hit.
Haskins on the keeper. Jordan Berry to punt for the Steelers.
And the Steelers call a timeout. And they're going to go for it. They want back in this game. So they're going to go for it on 4th. And Eric Ebron makes the catch, and they're going to get it.
Eric Ebron.
They needed 6 yards. They got more than 6 yards.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
Haskins
line.
has yet to complete a pass to this man, and does.
Haskins pass complete to Deontay Johnson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
And Santa Clara, as that's a flag, and it's going to be on the Lions, but yeah, it's on Jalen Ramsey. But Santa Clara will host the championship game for this summer league season. It has been made official. Pittsburgh will host next season. So it was supposed to host last season, and then that got switched to Nissan Stadium, as that's a touchdown for the Steelers. So it got switched to Nissan Stadium. Then it was supposed to be Pittsburgh's this year, but they switched it to Santa Clara, as the extra point's good, and now it's a 3-point Lions lead again. So next season, the city of Pittsburgh will host the championship game, and it will be the 2nd time the state of Pennsylvania has hosted the championship game, as when the Lions won their first championship title, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia hosted the championship game. And that was between the Lions and Giants. Lions defeating the Giants 58-32. Here's Goff, gonna fire, pass is caught. And the Steelers are hoping they can slow down the Lions and hand them their first loss since 2019 and their first loss of the season. Because that will actually affect the AFC, as the Steelers are trying to win it and get into the playoffs this season after 2 seasons of not getting into the playoffs. Past 2, they came up short. 3rd down and 5. It is dropped. So for the first time tonight, Fox is on to punt this away for the Lions. The Lions don't want to risk anything like the Steelers did, so they're just going to punt it. Then he grabbed it before the Steelers could, but the Steelers are going to get it 1st and 10 at their own 37, with an opportunity to either tie it or take the lead. Haskins. Claypool makes the catch over the middle. Haskins has got to be getting stressed, though, because when he tries to go for those deep throws, the pocket collapses on him. Nobody is helping him. They got to protect him.
Number 30, James Conner, the ball carrier.
So remember, the last time the Steelers attempted a field goal, not to say that they are going to attempt one here, because they could get a touchdown, but the last time the Steelers attempted a field goal, it was a 62-yard field goal that Boswell missed.
Number 38, Jalen Samuels, the ball carrier.
So Haskins is hoping to get him closer this time.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Incomplete, 3rd and 5, so on 4th and 5,
Haskins pass.
Boswell's going to come out and attempt the 54-yarder.
A 54-yard attempt.
This game was a 10-point game at one time, and now it is tied
Is good.
at 32.
That ties the game. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Brought down at his own 33.
On the return.
This game seems to be going by super fast.
At their own 33-yard line.
Swatted down by the Steelers.
Goff's pass. Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Check. 3 down.
Swift breaks free, but is brought down at the 40.
DeAndre Swift. That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Incomplete.
Goff's pass, intended for DeAndre Swift.
Also,
Incomplete.
Twitch Sports Network 1
Brings
will
up
host
2nd and 10
the
at the 40-yard
Summer
line.
League Championship game this season. That's intercepted by a defensive lineman.
Stephon Tuitt.
What a catch! And deep into Detroit territory.
Intercepted.
That's Goff's third
The
interception
Steelers take
tonight.
over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So no gain on that
James
run.
Conner on the carry. Jamie Collins makes the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And gonna get sacked, a loss of 10.
Sacked.
Third
A
down and
10-yard
20.
loss on the play. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Claypool can't make the catch. So it's going to be 4th and 20 and a 46-yard field goal attempt after the defensive lineman got it to the 19.
A 46-yard
Haskins was sacked back at the 29, and the Steelers have the
The
lead.
kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 35, Lions 32.
35-32 now. This game's getting good.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Goff looking deep downfield. That's going out of bounds, as Samuel couldn't make the
Goff
catch
on the
anyway.
keeper. Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete.
So he was picked off by a defensive lineman last time out, and
Goff's
Jack
pass,
couldn't make the catch.
Intended for Kyle Juszczyk. Incomplete.
But like,
Brings up 3rd down.
Goff was
and
picked off by a defensive lineman on the last drive. And there's a 1st down finally. But,
DeAndre Swift.
I mean, that goes for a field goal instead of a touchdown, so Lions could score a touchdown to take the lead back, or a field goal to tie it, but you just wonder, could they really afford to give that up?
12 more yards.
So 1st and 10 from the opponent 44. Almost to that 4th and final quarter of play. Big catch.
Goff's pass complete to Kyle Juszczyk. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Goff looking for a deep completion. It's incomplete. I thought it was caught for a minute. 3rd down and 8. Touchdown! CD Lamb, his first of the night.
Touchdown, Lions.
And now the Lions call a timeout because they're going to go for 2 to make it try to make it a 5-point game, so that way the Steelers cannot tie it with a field goal.
Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Incomplete. So now the Steelers can tie it with a field goal,
That keeps the
as we
score
have 10
Lions
seconds left in the
38,
3rd quarter of play.
Steelers 35.
This game has been crazy. It's been back and forth, back and forth. Flag on the play. Holding. So they're going to be on their own 8 after all that, and that returner's got to be stressed. Haskins has to make a short play. Tarek Ebron, that will expire the 3rd. And here we go in the 4th and final quarter. So you look at that. Lions outscored the Steelers 9-7 in the 1st, 16-15 in the 2nd, and they tie at 13 apiece in the 3rd for a total of 38-35. Lions have a 3-point lead here in the fourth and final quarter of play. And Washington couldn't even haul that one in. Third down and 6.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Has to get rid of it. Ebron can't make the catch. Incomplete. And now the Lions in excellent field position.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Goff's pass complete to George Kittle. A gain of a yard. Brings up
And second and 9.
at the 11-yard line.
Oh, Goff fumbles. He dropped it. The defense picks it up.
Goff on the keeper.
Goff tried to shovel and lateral it, but unfortunately he dropped the ball on the ground and the defense was there to pick it up.
Danny Shelton. Dwayne Haskins sacked.
Dwayne Haskins is sacked though.
It's second down.
That was incomplete. Third down and 18. Ebron makes the catch and makes it a more reasonable shot to go for it.
A gain of 16. Brings up fourth down.
Makes it 4th and 2. How about that? The Steelers get the 4th down conversion.
James Conner.
The drive stays alive.
Good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Still plenty of time to play here.
First and 10 at
Remember,
the
field goal to
42-yard
tie it.
line.
Touchdown and take the lead. Haskins lets it fly, throws incomplete.
Haskins on the keeper. Intended for James Washington. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Flag on the play, pass incomplete. Holding on the Steelers, it's going to be 2nd and 20. Timeout. Oh, Eric Ebron's injured. Third down and 14. That should have been interference.
Haskins pass. Intended for Chase Claypool. Incomplete. It's now
Hoping to
fourth
keep
down.
the drive alive. Incomplete. The Lions get the ball
Haskins
back in
pass.
excellent field
Intended
position.
For Eric Ebron. Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Going for it.
DeAndre
Gain of 4.
Swift, the ball carrier. Vince Williams on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Juszczyk flips it. Tipped. It's a fumble. Watt picks it up. Another
Goff's pass
lateral
complete.
gone wrong for the Lions.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Steelers.
Haskins gonna keep it himself.
Haskins on the keeper. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Eric Ebron. We talked about he had the injury. That was bruised ribs. Has a high chance of re-injury, but he's still in the game. Still making catches.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. Ramsey fumbles. And the Steelers pick it up. It's a double turnover.
Ramsey. Haskins pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So already in field goal range. And a... No, it's not a big completion. Incomplete.
Haskins on the
They are in
keeper.
field goal range.
Intended for Eric Ebron.
I think here on third down, you just try to pick it up a couple yards, make that field goal closer. That's what they're going to do. Ebron has it, and on's going to come the kicker because they got 6 yards. This is going to be a 50-yard attempt for Boswell.
On for the field goal.
To tie the game once again, Boswell's kick is good from 50 yards out.
The game is tied at 30.
Now maybe the Lions won't fumble this time. They've fumbled 3 times on the last 3 times they've had the ball. They intercepted Haskins. Ramsey fumbled it. And then they just fumbled it in return when they got it on a turnover on downs. And the Steelers were able to set up that field goal and kick it and tie the game up. And, I mean, they're running out of time too. Both these teams running out of time as Swift is just bodied to the ground.
Swift, the ball carrier, taken down at the 41.
I mean, the Lions are trying hard to stay undefeated. The Steelers are trying hard to hand them a loss.
Hunter Bryant. That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That is caught.
Deebo Samuel. That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Goff had the pocket collapsing on him.
Goff on the keeper. Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Incomplete.
Goff's pass. Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10. Goff's pass. Complete to DeAndre Swift. A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
This from 55 yards out to give the Lions the lead again. That kick looking good, and it's no good.
The kick is no good.
2:32, 2 timeouts for Pittsburgh, plus the 2-minute warning. They could score.
51, Mike 51. And I got you.
We talked about the Lions have proven over the past 2 seasons and this season, and the first 5 games of this season, that they are not an easy team to
a 3-yard pickup
to play.
Brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Jump ball, incomplete, flag on the play. Jalen Ramsey called for pass interference again. And with 1:58, which was the 2-minute warning, the Lions better hope it's not a touchdown. They better hope it's a field goal. If it's a touchdown, the Lions still have 2 timeouts. Try to get down the field and match it.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
But you don't want to go down a touchdown
James Conner
under a
on the
minute
carry.
to go.
Jared Davis on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Ebron's got it. So it's a first down.
Ebron. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Pittsburgh trying to
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
pull the upset and hand the Lions their first loss.
James Conner on
Their
the
goal is to
handoff.
run as much time off the clock as they can.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Pittsburgh calls one of their timeouts.
Jones. Dwayne Haskins sacked.
Haskins is sacked.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Incomplete.
Haskins pass intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete.
If they don't get this,
It's now
they should have just taken the field goal. But if they don't get this, this game's going to overtime. And wide open in the end zone. Ebron for the touchdown, and that could be the game winner.
Touchdown Steelers.
19 seconds.
On for the
2
point after.
timeouts for Detroit.
The kick is good.
45-38.
Makes the score Steelers 45, Lions 38.
And smart move by the Lions to let the
The Lions
touchback
take over
occur.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So get a big completion down the middle. Call a timeout, then try to heave it the rest of the way. Nobody made that catch. The Lions might have just lost their first game of the season. At this point, it's got to be a touchdown. With no time left. Caught! Kittle to the end zone! Touchdown as time expires!
Touchdown Lions.
And they are an extra point away from tying this game up.
The kicker on for the point after.
We thought the Lions just lost their first game of the season, and out of nowhere, a touchdown as time expires, and an extra point to send us to overtime.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
We gotta show you that again. The Steelers want to receive. They want to try to win the game, but we have got to show you that again. That was like a miracle. A 75-yard touchdown on 3rd down and 10 with 4 seconds to go. Look at this. We thought the Lions lost. There's a tip ball. Kittle makes the catch into the end zone. And all the Steelers had to do was stop them outside the end zone, and they had the game won. But here's a good sign here. We go to overtime. So the Lions have a chance to win. Steelers have a chance to end it here. And they're getting the ball, even though they were unable to stop Kittle from scoring the touchdown.
Ray McLeod on the return.
Keep in mind, if time
The
expires
Steelers take over 1st and 10
and nobody's scored,
at their own
and the score remains the
32-yard
same,
line.
or both teams kick field goals and the score remains the same, that's it. Game over. That's intercepted! And now any score will end it.
Haskins pass.
Haskins is intercepted. Any score ends the game now.
Take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
That ball is tipped and incomplete.
Goff's pass, intended for George Kittle, incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Goff sacked.
Cameron Hayward. Jared Goff sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Kittle, the hero, kept them from losing this game. But again, any score works in this game now.
14-yard game.
So if the Steelers get the ball back and go down and kick a field goal, game over. If Lions get a touchdown, game over. They get a field goal, game over. Same with if the Steelers get a touchdown or a safety. Jared Goff whips it out of bounds. And now the Steelers are going to take over at midfield.
Intended for Deebo Samuel, incomplete.
Will the Lions go to 5-0 or will the Steelers go to 4-1 and drop the Lions to 4-1? Incomplete.
Haskins on the keeper.
And I imagine Haskins will probably take it much easier after that now because still plenty of time to go in overtime, but you don't want to turn the ball back over and have them score because then they win the game. Ebron makes a catch. Ebron is a former Detroit Lion. Keep that in mind. So he has just taken the Steelers into field goal range. The Lions' job, get them out of field goal range or keep them from scoring a touchdown, and hopefully they miss the field goal.
James Conner. 13 more yards.
The Steelers call a timeout because
Steelers first down.
Haskins is wondering why they want a field goal. And yeah, Haskins going to go back out. It makes 0 sense kicking a field goal on 1st and 10. Even though if they make it, it ends the game. Did he make that catch? He did. He made that catch.
8 yards
From the opponent's 7 now. If Connor, looks like it's going to be a handoff. If Connor can take this in, it ends the game right here. Never mind. He loses a yard. If the Steelers get the 4th down, will they take the points and the win? Or will they go for a touchdown to try to win it more? Haskins. It's caught! The Steelers are going to win. Touchdown. 51-45 the final. And Detroit loses their first game of the season and gets their first loss since 2019. What a game! And this crowd cannot believe it, that the Steelers have just beat the Lions at home. The Steelers head back home next week, while the Lions will go on the road after suffering their first loss here as the home team. And what a game. Unfortunate for the Lions, they lose their first game of the season. So it's not going to be an undefeated season again this year. What a way to go out, though. So the Lions are 4-1 and the Steelers are 4-1. So there's really nothing to be upset about for the Lions. I mean, they can be upset that they lost, but I mean, the Steelers are now 4-1 as a result of that win. So at least the Lions aren't the only 4-1 team out there. 51-45, Steelers get the Lions in overtime. And now if these two teams meet in the playoffs, like the national championship, because they can't possibly meet other than that, in the playoffs, could the Steelers shut down the Lions? But keep in mind, that's been a good 2 seasons for the Lions. I mean, they couldn't make the three-peat happen, but they went undefeated, 10-0 the past 2 seasons, And they can still finish at least 9-1 this season. But, I mean, overall, good job by the Lions staying in. I mean, you talk about they get that last-second touchdown at literally 4 seconds left in regulation. They're nowhere near close to being able to be guaranteed a touchdown. Goff just whips it in the air, giving it all he's got, taking a gamble. I mean, they could have lost 45-38 right there. However, it's tipped, caught by Kittle. Kittle takes it in. The game's tied with the extra point. We go to overtime. And a turnover on downs leads the Steelers to victory. And we say so long.